Yo, what's up, everybody? And you know what? I haven't done one of these in a pretty good while now, but hey, it's the night after the Royal Rumble, so we got to review Monday Night Raw. And obviously, some major news has happened. So, before we actually get into that, first off, go check out the Royal Rumble review. It is uploaded online right now. Myself, Straight Face 40, Black Shaggy, and J Rod. We did talk about the Royal Rumble from last Saturday. Went along for a pretty good time explaining everything on what went down and what we thought about the whole show itself. Like I said, definitely check that out. But we do go into Monday Night Raw tonight, Tampa, Florida. Obviously, WWE has had crazy amount of news throughout the entire week. Like I said, I'm not gonna go into any of the other stuff because that would take a whole different video to do and would take a pretty good long while to make. It's good. That's why we didn't really talk about much in the Rumble. But let's talk about Raw. Now, apparently, there have been rumors throughout the day about CM Punk and his condition. Um, Apparently, he is injured, which is true, and that is a torn tricep. I believe it's the same injury he suffered when he was back in AEW. But like I said, CM Punk came out. His arm was wrapped up, basically in a sling. Punk, he signed an autograph, and he got in the ring. He looked at the WrestleMania sign, and he was about to cry and everything. He said he came real close Saturday night. He felt it in the palm of his hand, and he congratulated Cody, and he's not mad at anyone and whatnot. And it's always not about what you deserve; it's what you earn around here. So he's bust his ass, and you talk about the Tampa Bay, they won back-to-back Stanley Cups, but he feels unlucky. He doesn't usually believe in luck, but given the whole tricep injury, he thought he could tape it up and get through the Elimination Chamber and make it to WrestleMania and somehow just get to the main event, but it looks like it's not going to happen. He doesn't want anybody to feel bad for him, and he brought up a friend of, I guess a friend that is here in Chicago who's battling cancer and talks about he sits with him through chemotherapy and treatment, and that's a man that's fighting out there. This right here is a flesh wound, okay? And that man never complains, so he has nothing to complain about. And he comes out and entertain and everything, and he loses more than he wins. Look at what UFC, okay? It wasn't great, but he said he had a dream and he went for it. And you know, says it scares the crap out of him, but he's looking at this as a bump of the road, all right? Because there's people in the world that they fight cancer or fight fires and whatnot, and to everybody say you wouldn't make it, this always negativity. You won't make it to WrestleMania, and he's a Chicago Cubs fan and whatnot. So he said there's always next year. And basically, Punk, he said he was bust his ass to get back, but Drew McIntyre came out there, and Drew basically said, "Yeah, you eliminated me from the Royal Rumble, and I said some terrible things about you when you came back here, and I don't, some things have happened in the past, and he's never been a spiritual person and whatnot, and." He said what happened, but he says, I prayed for this and I'm glad it happened. So I kind of was like, damn, that's some heel work right there. I used to pray for times like this, to rob like this. Wow. And McIntyre basically talked about you won the battle, but you did not win the war. He said, since you were injured, I slept like a baby. So now, since you're out of the way, I am now going to go for the world title at WrestleMania, and I'm going to live your dream again. And Punk basically told him, like, my heart hurts worse than this tricep, but listen, yeah, I'm going to rehab this injury, and I will be back, and I will main event WrestleMania. But the first thing I'm going to do when I come back, I'm going to take you out. Um, McIntyre tried to go for a punch it, Punk had got him, but McIntyre put him down, started, stomping on his injured arm and everything. Sami Zayn came out as other medical officials, had checked Punk and everything, and Drew basically backed off. Then, it's very unfortunate. I'm sure there were a lot of big plans, especially for CM Punk going into WrestleMania. So Punk versus Seth is canceled, and now you wonder who is going to be next. I think it could be Drew, it could be Priest, could be anybody else now at this point to face him at WrestleMania. But Punk is now out of the picture. It's unfortunate. And listen, I know I've already seen online today, AEW fans been flexing all day, talking about CM Punk, and it's messed up. Especially, man, he only had like what, 2 matches? Now, apparently, this was a freak accident that happened within the ring and whatnot. They said Drew may have fell on him, and that's what hurt him. But other than what he did with Dominic at Madison Square Garden, this is the only other match Punk did come back in WWE. And I gotta say, it's a lot of crazy stuff that's going on. It's a lot of the injury bugs is all over the place in WWE right now because, like, Punk coming back, it was so big and just great fanfare and goodwill and all this stuff. And you're excited to see CM Punk, including myself, finally getting to WrestleMania and getting that main event. And now he gets hurt. And, Seth's hurt right now, too. But it looks like he'll at least make it to WrestleMania. Other injuries going on. And it's like they're making money hand over fist. And, until all, like I say, injuries and all the other stuff with allegations and everything going on right now. With Vince and everything. You'll never know what's gonna happen next around in this company. But it sucks about CM Punk, but like he said, there's always next year. So obviously plans have changed now. So it's really sad. Given it's the same injury that put him out 6 months before. So I don't know, but plans have changed now. By the way, this whole first hour Raw is commercial free. Priest and Balor went against DIY for the tag titles. I will say this, at least throughout the match, the DIY do tend to get over, because I feel like every time they come out, and by the way, their entrance music is horrible, they are not over, okay? I do like the new graphics they usually got for a lot of people throughout the show now. I know they're trying to make it more sports-based and whatnot. I can thank TKO for that, but it was a really good match. Definitely enjoyed it. I figured Priest and Balor were going to win. Coup de grace. But right after this, the rest of Judgment Day came out there. Priest basically called out R-Truth. He says, I'm not going to attack you, man. I like you. We're all good. And Truth got in the ring. This is the Judgment Day. And the fans are happy to see him. And Priest said, he tried to explain, I eliminated Truth from out of the Royal Rumble. And basically said, no, we can talk about it later. And he said, I wasn't able to sleep. And, we can move past, man. I got your money in crypto now. Filed the taxes. We got to liquidate all the assets and all that. Priest said that Judgment Day is a family and everything. And, Truth said, that's what we've been trying to say all along. You like an older brother than me and whatnot. And, Balor's like that weird uncle. And Tom and Nick Mysterio in the ring, too. And, McDonald's a stepbrother nobody wants, but we're all family here. Everything's all good. But Priest said, let me finish. Like, listen, you're not in Judgment Day. All right? I like you. I think you're funny. And I'm not going to attack you, but, yeah, everybody else is. And then they attacked them, and then Miz tried to come out for the save, but Judgment Day ended up beating up Awesome Truth, and that was it. So, the Truth stuff is still funny with Judgment Day, but yeah, they basically told him, yeah, you're not in Judgment Day. It's over. So they attacked him from there. Right after that, Shayna Baszler and Zoe Stark went against Piper Niven and Chelsea Green. The crowd literally did not care. This was a random tag match. I feel like I see more of these on Raw nowadays, and the crowd and myself do not care. So it was whatever. Baszler and them won. That's it. Right after that, Cody Rhodes came out as fans chanting, "You deserve it." And one here, Samantha Irvin say, back-to-back Royal Rumble wins. Cody made it here again, and he expects to deliver WrestleMania 40. The last 48 hours have been life-changing. And, Saturday, you guys don't know how much this means to me. And he wanted to make it official. And then Seth Rollins comes out talking about, yeah, Cody, you won. And you won at WrestleMania. We have respect for each other. And you won the Rumble. But you're making a mistake if you fight Roman Reigns, all right? Basically, how would you like to fight me instead? I think you should. As the fans chanted no, by the way, which they don't want to see this, and I'll get to that in a second. But, Rollins said that the landscape has changed now in WWE, and, you need to come after me, not Roman Reigns, and I defend the title. I'm here. This is our belt and whatnot. This is our title. You don't want to be like the Hulk Hogan, the Hollywood title and whatnot. Just a bunch of posers and frauds and stuff. You want the Dusty title, the Workhorse champion, the Blue Collar title, okay? The real world heavyweight champion around here. And this is what Dusty will want. And I want to ask, what is your decision? As Rollins basically told him, I don't need an answer right now. But it's a very big decision. And Cody said, I got a lot of respect for you. But he didn't think he'd be thinking about this. So he told Rollins he'd think about it. Let me say this. Nobody wants to see this match. The crowds basically said they don't want. Why even try to tease that? To what? Just, put some time on the show? Like, literally, who wants to see this match? Cody three-peated Seth Rollins, okay? And it's like, even if they did do this match at WrestleMania, Seth would have to win this time, right? Because it'd be kind of a waste. Like Seth done lost to Cody 3 times. He would at least have to get one win over. Like, it would make no sense for Cody. Like, Cody beat him. He has nothing left to prove against Seth Rollins. What? Because he has a title now? That doesn't make a lot of sense. And what? If Cody went in and Seth beat him, that'd be another waste of a Royal Rumble win. 2 years in a row and you still lost against both champions. That wouldn't make sense. Also, let's be honest here, okay? Listen, I give Seth for what he done with the title, and I said this during the Rumble review, but dude, you're still holding the consolation belt, okay? Roman is literally still the real WWE champion around here. He had the belt for 3 years. So obviously, he's like the final boss, literally the biggest thing going and whatnot around here. So he has to be beaten at WrestleMania, okay? I've already said what I've said about the whole title thing in the past of how they just came up with this consolation belt. Like, this title's only been around for like a few months, but it is the consolation belt. Roman is the one with the real world title, okay? So it would make sense for Cody to go after him again. There would be no point in going against Seth Rollins. That would be a waste of time. Put somebody different against Seth Rollins for this title, yeah. If it was CM Punk, yeah, we'd probably be seeing it the main event of night of WrestleMania. Main event of WrestleMania for night 1, I would say. But that's not happening anymore. So someone else is going to have to face Seth Rollins. So yeah, they want to try to tease with Cody, but obviously the crowd told you no, and they don't want to see it. And honestly, I kind of feel like it's a waste of time in a way too. So come on, we know it's not gonna happen, and I don't think no one wants to see that. Literally, no, they don't. They don't. All right. Jey Uso went against Bronson Reed. Um, Jey Uso won. Good match. That's all I can say. Jey won. Andrade was signing his new contract for Monday Night Raw. Nick Aldis, who walked in, had one for as well. But Andrade basically told all to say hello to, I guess, Zelina the next time you see us. So we won't be seeing Andrade and Zelina back. And Andrade is on Raw. I thought he probably went over there with the LWO and whatnot and put him back with Zelina. But obviously that's not happening. Hope he has a better time here than he did in AEW. All this, basically talked about he's going to talk to Braun Breaker. So I guess he's going to try to get him on SmackDown now. Right after that, Gunther went against Kofi Kingston for the Intercontinental title. Listen, Kofi did everything he could. You could throw the kitchen sink at Gunther out here, but he was never going to win the world title. A good match, though, I'll say that. But come on, he was never going to beat Gunther, okay? Gunther won. He did the power bomb. Woods came out to check on him. Imperium attacked him after that, as Gunther basically called him off and after they beat him up. So, Gunther is still the Intercontinental champion. Right after that, I know they talked about Sammy, talked about his match with Drew later on tonight. The Kabuki Warriors went against Tegan Nox and Natalya. Once again, the crowd was very quiet for this, but this went nearly 10 minutes, and I halfway paid in and out attention to this. Kind of not caring again, and the Kabuki Warriors won, and I guess Tegan Nox and Natalya look like they're breaking up soon, so we'll see where that goes. Kane Carter and Casey were basically saying that they will get their rematch soon. So I guess they want it next week on Raw. Bayley came out as the rest of Damage Control was already in the ring. Basically, she was here to talk about WrestleMania. Damage Control is on top now. We're holding all the the gold. EO's the women's champ. Kabuki Warriors are the tag team champions. I'm the Royal Rumble winner. And now, since Damage Control is on top, I beat Rhea's, record in the Rumble and time and whatnot. So she wants to face Rhea at WrestleMania. Rhea came out then, basically said, yes, you did fight everything you accomplished around here. And as before she could even keep going, Nia Jax attacked Rhea Ripley. Leg dropped her in the ring 3 times as Damage Control backed out of the corner then. And Bayley was in on her own. And, Nia Jax said, listen, you are going to have to pick someone else. Because Ripley ain't going to make it to WrestleMania. You could pick EO or anyone else. But you ain't getting Ripley. And Bayley basically went on to say, you know what? I'll just wait on SmackDown to say my decision, okay? Basically, the only thing I could say out of this whole segment was, 1, Bayley got the gloat. like I said yesterday in the Royal Rumble review, I will give them credit. They have done their best to make people try and care about Damage Control by even giving them all this gold and beat everybody. I still think this group has sucked from day one. I like these people individually, but I don't give a damn about this group, and I haven't still right to this point. But I think probably gonna be Nia Jax and Ripley at Elimination Chamber, which I'm sure Ripley's gonna look like a super face out there, given it's in her home country of Australia. Bailey, we'll see where that goes on SmackDown, but I guess he's not gonna be picking Ripley as we know right now. But we'll see what happens next. I'm sure Damage Control is most likely gonna turn on Bailey anyway, so we'll see what that happens whenever that happens. In the main event, we did get Drew McIntyre versus Sami Zayn. Um, Good match. It ended up with what Drew winning with the Claymore kick after Sammy tried to hit the Haluva kick, and I guess McIntyre ended up hitting him in the balls, I guess by accident or something, and he won the match. So yeah, Drew beat Sammy and stuff. So yeah, good stuff. So obviously, going into WrestleMania, I don't know what's gonna happen, but I do feel like Drew is now gonna be back in that world title picture pretty soon with Punk getting hurt. But yeah, it was a good show. I will say that. Good night after the Royal Rumble and everything. Obviously pushing for the road to WrestleMania. So we'll see where that's gonna go. But yeah, pretty good show. But other than that though, comment, subscribe, hit that like button, hit that notification bell. Check out the Royal Rumble review, which is uploaded online right now. Like I said, it's been a real busy week in wrestling. I haven't really been able to talk through everything, whether it been the Netflix deal or the allegations and whatnot. But yeah, a lot of stuff going on. But had to talk about Raw and CM Punk's unfortunate injury right now. So yeah. Other than that, comment, subscribe. You already know how it goes. I've already said it like a minute ago. So yeah, see y'all then. Peace out.